Hi, Julia Chesson, Julia. Wow, I cannot believe that I have had the pleasure of dancing with you for 13 years. It's a long time. And you've always been this ball of sunshine and energy. We've had so much fun together. Your love for life is infectious. And you bring this Julia light to the dance studio every day. And I am going to miss that very much. From a very young age, you've always worked so hard in class. You also lived your best life on the stage. You lived for the stage and you just would glow. You were like part string bean, part hood, Julia. But just so much energy behind this itty bitty little body. And I love that about that. One thing that I've really cherished from the very beginning is that you and I have always had just a really great bond. I don't know what it is, just some level of trust between the two of us. And because of that, we always worked really well together, whether it was a group or a solo. And from your very first triple turn that you nailed to your first leg turn, I remember your face was so excited, to you finding your balance, growing, having to relearn your balance, growing, having to relearn your balance, and rinse and repeat, right? And you fought and you fought and you fought and you never gave up. And I have always been here by your side cheering you on because I knew you could do it. And so there was something about that trust and that bond that because I believed you could do it, you believed you could do it. And look where you are. It's pretty incredible. You're pretty talented. We've had a lot of laughs. I've never seen a dancer who has loved the mirror more than you when you like to dance on the mirror. I would be like looking at your mom. Is she gonna fall off the stage? I'll never forget Playground Life. The Sweet Life. You were the best Willy Wonka. Pinocchio. Ryan and I still laugh about that costume. The hat dance, First Kiss Bliss, or even the shaving cream dance, the Venus dance. You're always willing to make the audience laugh. You're willing to try to take a risk. If something is hard or different, you're the first person to be like, yeah, I'll figure it out. And that energy, that sense of wanting to try something new is something that I and all of your teachers have really loved about you. You've always been hungry to do more. And yeah, that's like one of the coolest characteristics about you. I also wish I had had the long limbs that you had because I stopped growing a very long time ago. And I've never been a flexible dancer. So you've pushed me to be a more diverse teacher in how I utilize facility. And I love that because you can make some really cool pictures. And I just, in addition to the training, I've loved bringing you with me to travel to go to North Carolina or be my assistant because you have an incredible work ethic. You're fun, so lots of shenanigans and jokes, but you also have such a great supportive energy as well that you elevate dancers around you and you make them feel better about themselves. And so not only is that helpful in Simi Dance Center because you've made our team so wonderful and you've been such a great leader, but also when you're my assistant or you're teaching at Simi Dance Center, you encourage students to believe in themselves as well. And that's really special. And there's really something to be said, owning the studio for the past 8 years, but also being there for 17, being a teacher for a really long time. There's something to be said about watching, knowing my love for dance, how much I love it, I need it, and watching me pass the torch to you, watching your love for dance grow, and then watching you pass it on to your students. It's like circle of life, the dance edition. So I've told you this, but I'm so sorry about this year. I hate that our year was cut short. I hate that you don't get your moment on stage. But I know that you're going to keep dancing, and I'm excited to keep watching you. So I want you to imagine that every time you hear an applause, that you think of the entire Simi Dance Center family cheering you on, because we're clapping for you, we're cheering for you. You're loved, you're admired, and you inspire all of the young ones. You better believe they're going to be watching to see what Miss Julia is going to do next. So know that we're cheering for you and that we love you. And although this year has been odd, that doesn't mean that you're any less special or your year is any less special. So you deserve this moment of recognition, and I wanted you to know that. So thank you for staying with me and for dancing with me all these years. I know that we've had a crazy 13 years, but I think as much craziness as there is so much happiness. I will forever cherish all the memories that I've had with you, including, I think it was like Move one time. You just happened to nail this one solo that was kind of like, do we like the song? Do we not? And you nailed the solo and you were so confident. And it was just such a wonderful moment to see you feel kind of the fruits of all of your hard work. It was like everything happened in that moment. I'll never forget it. So there's a new chapter of your life coming up. You get to dance professionally. I'm so excited for you. It's going to be so fun, and you're going to learn a lot, and it's going to be hard, but you're used to that. You're used to the hard work. That will be a piece of cake. Just keep being humble. Keep being hungry. Be you. Don't change who you are. And I cannot wait to get tickets to come sit in the audience and watch you perform and clap for you. So on behalf of myself and all the teachers at Simi Dance Center, all of the parents and the students on your team, we love you and we are so proud of you. Congratulations on your graduation, Julia Chesson. And thank you for dancing with us all these years. I love you very much.
Hi, my name is Julia Chesson, and I've had the pleasure of calling Simi Dance Center my second home for the past 13 years. I was in kindergarten when I took my first combo class with Miss Carey. There was only 2 of us in the class, and that is where I met one of my best friends to date, Sarah King. Later that year, I was asked to join the hip-hop class, and little did I know, I was being introduced to what would be my greatest influence, supporter, and mentor in my life, Bridget Lohoff. The next year, the King family convinced my mom to let me join the competition team when I was in the 1st grade. This was when I found myself falling in love with dancing on the stage in front of an audience. My life as I've known it since I was 7 years old consisted of me leaving for school in the morning to spending the remaining hours of the day at Simi Dance Center, and I wouldn't change it for anything. Before I can even talk about the people who have influenced me, I want to try and express why I love dance so much. Dancing makes me feel such a range of emotions. It allows me to feel vulnerable, powerful, confident, and at times I felt as if it were the only way my body knew how to speak and express myself. It allowed me to find out who I truly am and to leave all of the crazy stuff in my mind out on the dance floor. I would like to thank a few people that have made a difference in my life, but I must start with Bridget Lohoff. I can't even begin to express how much this woman has changed my life. Honestly. There isn't a single person in the world that has influenced me more than Bridget. I often wonder what my life would be like and who I personally would be if it wasn't for me meeting her. I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being by my side since day one. From the beginning, we just got each other. You taught me the concept of work hard, play hard. You could get me to work so hard that I was shaking it would literally make myself feel sick because I wanted to please you and make you proud. But then the next minute, we'd be laughing so hard that I couldn't even breathe. You have seen the literal blood, sweat, and tears. You have taught me to be humble and have gratitude for all the good things that I have in my life. At a young age, you would make our classes write gratitude in our journals, and I will carry this lesson with me throughout my life. You have given great big sister advice during our privates and sometimes just let me vent when I needed someone to listen. Nobody could ever understand how we could just text paragraphs after paragraphs at a time. Some of the best memories I had were when we traveled to North Carolina with you and Ryan and Megan. Ryan taught me how to be a good traveler, to not pack more than I could fit in a backpack, the value of pre-TSA, and to have thick skin. If he teases you, he must like you. He would tell me I looked like a stick bug. He called me cheeky when I was 8 years old because my booty shorts would be too small, and he was the one who gave me my nickname, Julia, that most of my dance friends still call me to this day. The opportunities that you have both given me are endless, and I am forever grateful. I would like to thank my family for the constant support and sacrifices that have been made for these last 13 years. Not only has my family financially given up so much for me to do what I love, but has adjusted family dinners, vacations, and pretty much everything our family would want to do would have to check with STC's schedule first. You have gone to competitions, recitals, and spent way too many hours watching me practice. I could never have been able to be part of this competition team if it weren't for the support of my family. And I would especially like to thank my mom for absolutely everything. She has been my rock throughout all of this, from running back to dressing rooms for quick changes, hanging out with me on my breaks, managing to help me with my hair and makeup when I was younger, rhinestoning a crazy amount of dance costumes, looking up so many things to benefit me as a dancer, and being willing to sacrifice so much for me to chase my dream. I honestly wouldn't be where I am today without you. Mima has flown out from Ohio every single year for recitals since I was 5, and to know that she won't be able to make it to my last breaks my heart. She has been one of my biggest fans, and I will forever be grateful that I am able to make her so happy just by watching me dance. Katie Hazard. Katie has been only teaching me for the past couple of years, but I want her to know that she has 100% changed me so much as a dancer and a person. She has pushed me so hard to find my own style and to experience things that are out of my comfort zone. She is so inspiring and is so supportive, especially when I start doubting myself trying to make it in this competitive dance industry. The memories we've made I will cherish forever. To my team. From the petites to my level 6 team to my team from this year, thank you all. It is hard to explain to anybody else how close you become to your team. I honestly believe that I have spent more time with my dance family than my own family. Thank you to my team for accepting me for my crazy self. I get so inspired by every single one of you. I am so grateful for the family bond we've created. Scarfing our faces with food on our breaks, all of the partner work, a bunch of those inside jokes, and knowing that I can always be myself while dancing without getting judged, and I can always count on getting love and support from each and every one of you. There are so many amazing teachers that have touched my life at SDC. Jen Monkford, Ashley Moore, Mama Rains, Jensen, Danny, Mary, I could go on forever. You have all inspired me so much, and I thank you for never giving up on me. Last but not least, I would like to sincerely thank all of my students for absolutely everything. Teaching at Simi Dance Center these past couple of years has not only taught me patience, but has allowed me to look back in time to when I was in their shoes. I've learned so much from my students, and I have so much love for every single one of them. When I heard the news that Simi Dance Center was closing for good and we were not having a recital, I was devastated. I have waited for my senior recital since I can remember. I would always picture myself up on stage year after year as I watched my peers graduate and move on. The hardest part for me was not knowing that I was competing for the last time or that I was taking my last ballet class, company class, and style class at this place I called home. I must admit, I would watch old dance class videos every night, and it was so hard because I knew that this chapter of my life was suddenly stripped away from me. But I am choosing to remain positive and grateful. SDC will always be a part of me, and being a part of the competition team with the direction of Bridget and Ryan has made me who I am today. I am excited for this next chapter in my life. I will be attending Ventura College, where I will be studying social media marketing. I am currently signing with an agent and hopefully to find a long career fulfilling my love and passion for dance. Thank you so much, Bridget and Ryan, and all of my SDC family who has touched my life in such an amazing way.
It's a wonderful life, it's a wonderful life. Traversing tears from the heavens. My heart is a melodram in fact. Set alight by echoes of pain 24/7, 24/7. I dream, I smile, I walk, I cry. I dream, I smile.